Hi, and welcome to the Hub. Going to talk about people 50 plus looking for jobs, getting jobs, going back into work, maybe from extended period of time out. Um, I think I think there are challenges. I think with the older generation now finding jobs and getting jobs, and I think there's a preconception. Um, Around people of a certain age. However, um, I think it's easily overcomable in terms of how you pitch yourself. So I think that um, a lot of jobs these days, people are looking for the next generation. They are looking for new blood. They are looking for new ideas. So I think a lot of things I always suggest to anybody that is maybe slightly older is it comes down to personality. It comes down to energy. It comes down to what does that person do? How does that person come across? One of the things I would always suggest when people of a certain age are looking at jobs, you are going to be competing against younger people. So you've got to find ways of demonstrating that you have that energy, you have that hunger, you have that desire, um, to do the job. Certain areas that you can actually help yourself, and I talked about this in a previous video, but hobbies, interests, excuse me, how do you spend your time? What kind of things do you do? 50 these days isn't old at all. Um, it definitely isn't, an age where people should be slowing down. It definitely isn't an age where people should be, looking to slow down, looking to retire. It definitely isn't. I look at the age within the working world these days, and for me, retirement is getting later. In the UK, it's 66, I think, is the official kind of retirement age. We can start getting your state pension. 66 isn't old. People aren't retiring. I always use Warren Buffett as a good example. Warren Buffett's well into his 90s, and still the CEO of his investment firm, and still has various investments and businesses, and he's not slowing down. So look, age shouldn't be an issue. I think there are factors. Look, you are going to be up against younger, maybe more motivated, or the perception is they're more motivated people. But it's about challenging that. It's about demonstrating that you are hungry, you are motivated, you want to learn. You've got life experiences that younger generation don't have, and it's about articulating that and getting those things across. Somebody in their 50s, if you have been working since you were, let's say, 20, you've got 30 years of work experience that you should be able to articulate and get across to people. So it's all in the articulation. It's all in the pitch. It's all in how you communicate these things. It's how you get this stuff across. And again, going back to our previous videos, there's various ways you can do that. You can do videos, you can write emails, you can articulate it on your CV, your resume. You can get your LinkedIn profile to state all of those benefits and areas. But you've got to get it across. Um, the challenge you've got now is sort of 50 plus, you've got, again, 30 years of work history. How do you condense that? How do you pick out the right bits? Probably the suggestion would be that you tailor, how you come across, and you tailor the perception of you to the jobs that you're going for. So look at the experiences you've had, look at the soft skills you've got, look at the trainings, look at the education, look at the hobbies, the interests, and tailor it for the specific job you're going for. But you've got to look at the positives. So, when you are in your 50s and 50 plus, you've got life experience, you've got career experience, you've got job experience, you've seen different things, you've probably gone through transformations, evolution, the various changes, various challenges. It's getting all these things across because a lot of those things younger people wouldn't have had that. They just haven't had the experience. They haven't had the time. So you need to be able to articulate those things. But my biggest advice would be tailor the resume, the LinkedIn, the application, whatever it may be, specifically to the job you're going for, and pick out the relevant points for that job. Um, that will strike a chord. But look, 50 is not old. You've got energy at 50. You've got, you've still got plenty of time. You've still got things to achieve. You've still got things to, to do. So I think if people are struggling,